Novak, good to see you back here again.
Just a little bit more in the middle, please.
Yes. Where is
Yeah, that's perfect. That's the middle. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Novak, good to see you back here again, a year on from when you won in your only grass court warm-up match for Wimbledon. How confident are you that the same preparation will lead to the same result?
Well, look, I think the result does not really matter too much here. We came to have some good match practice before Wimbledon. Obviously, playing with Andy this year was great. I think for both of us, and we got to feel the grass court a little bit. And for me, it was even more important because I didn't play any tournament in the opening week of the grass court season. So I'm happy the way that things are going. I feel good on a grass court, and I have a couple more days to get ready.
Do you feel better physically and technically than you were at this time last year going into Wimbledon?
Well, it's really hard to compare. I always like to focus on every year separately. But as I said, I am satisfied with the way I'm feeling. I'm striking the ball really well, and it takes a little bit of time to adjust because clay court is the slowest surface we have in sport. Grass court is the fastest one, and it's totally two different types of moving on the court. So yeah, I think I'll be ready in a couple of days.
And after all your achievements, is it hard to pick yourself up and keep motivating yourself to go again, or is that easy?
Well, look, it's it's my life. I'm in love with the sport and dedicated everything to tennis. And I won Wimbledon last year, became #1 of the world, something that I always dreamed of achieving. And I cannot complain about my results. And I had a fantastic career, but I still feel that there is plenty of years to come, hopefully, and I have a lot of motivation. Obviously, every day I wake up, I want to improve, I want to get better on the court, and I want to win more tournaments.
Novak, obviously yourself and Rafa have dominated the Grand Slam finals over the last year or so. Do you expect it to be you and Rafa again at Wimbledon this year?
It's hard to predict, really, because it's, I think, in my opinion, the most prestigious, the most valuable tennis tournament in the world, Wimbledon. It's where all the attention comes, and all the tennis players in the world want to win the Wimbledon trophy. Obviously, Roger is somebody that from all the active players has the most titles here in Wimbledon. Rafa, myself and Murray, we are top 4. I think we can be selected for the favorites for this tournament. But there's so many other players like Tsonga, Berdik, who are able to surprise and able to deliver their best game in a big stage, and so it's going to be really interesting 2 weeks.
And a word on Andy Murray. How do you think his chances are going into Wimbledon this year?
Well, his chances are always strong. I believe people are media is maybe being a little bit too hard on him for not winning a Grand Slam, but he's a quality player. He's all-round player on all different kind of surfaces, and he's been at the semi-finals of Wimbledon for so many times, so he just needs a little bit of luck and a good day when he plays the big matches.
And have you seen a change in him?
To play Wimbledon, the Olympic Games as well, this year.
Well, it's going to be very interesting for me to see the colors in Wimbledon, to be honest, because we are all white always. In Olympic Games, we are allowed to wear our national colors, so we're gonna see, I hope, a lot of good tennis. And Wimbledon is the best possible tennis venue to be selected for Olympic Games tennis tournament, and I think most of the tennis players are going to stay here in the houses around Wimbledon, which is more practical for us to arrive to Wimbledon courts. And Olympic Games are happening every 4 years. It's the most recognizable sport event in the history of sport, and we all want to represent our countries in the best possible way.
Novak, what's your favorite Olympic moment?
Well, my personal is when I won the bronze medal 4 years ago in Beijing.
And any other Olympic memories?
Well, of course, I remember our basketball team, ex-Yugoslavia, winning many gold medals, and our country, Serbia, had a lot of success in Olympic Games and World Championships and European Championships in all the team sports, and now we have, I think, made a record of over 120 athletes from Serbia, performing at the Olympic Games in London. For us, that's incredible achievement. We're all very proud of it, and hopefully we can bring our country a lot of medals.
Winning gold medal rank amongst the slams as well. How important is it to win the gold medal?
Right at the top. This is probably the most difficult and most important period for us tennis players, starting from French Open, obviously being a Grand Slam, then you have a couple of weeks later Wimbledon, and then a couple of weeks later Olympic Games. So we are all aware of the challenge that is in front of us, and I'm always expecting a lot from myself, but I have plenty of inspiration, motivation, and I was getting ready for Wimbledon. Hopefully I can go far and then think about Olympic Games.
How many hours a day have you been able to play on the grass with the weather being?
I've played a lot of tennis on the grass in the last 5 days, and I've caught a lot of sunshine since last Saturday, so it's good, and I got a very good match today and a lot of practice. I'm going to try to play as many points as I can in the next couple of days on the practice, and then I'll start.
In this particular summer, is the Olympic gold more important than a Grand Slam title?
Well, it's I don't like to select one of those two and choose, because Grand Slams are Grand Slams, and they're happening every year for most important tennis tournaments in our sport, and then we have Olympic Games, which are every 4 years. So I think it's rare to be a part of Olympic Games. Obviously, you want to represent you're representing your country, where on the Grand Slams you're playing, kind of for yourself, because you're an individual athlete. So it is a different feeling about it, and because you're wearing your colors of your nation, and it's a lot of athletes come to support you, and that was my experience in Beijing 4 years ago.
Okay, how much do you want to beat Rafa Nadal this year at Wimbledon after what happened in Roland Garros?
Look, first I have to win 6 matches to get to the finals and eventual matchup with Rafa, so I can't really talk about it now.
Thanks, Novak. Thank you.